What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. The man with the plan, the man with the knowledge, the man with some wrestling news here today, this Tuesday morning. All right, after watching a lot of various videos after Monday Night Raw last night, it's very apparent that a lot of people are unhappy with the Raw product. Um, I, for one, critique all the wrestling shows that I watch. I give my opinion, and I base it on how I feel the show fared. Now, with that being said, it's not fair to compare it to 15 years ago, not fair to compare it to 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. It's not fair to compare it back then. As far as critiquing it now, a lot of WWE fans very discontent with the way Raw has been going as of late. The way their pay-per-views are adding up to the matches on the card and whatnot, and it's sort of interesting to see, because just for the simple fact that right now the WWE has got themselves in a situation not the same but very similar to what TNA has done, because TNA has let a lot of their big top stars go. They have a very slim roster. They're trying to rebuild new stars. And right now the WWE has a very thin roster as far as who could be pushed to the main event level. And so it's a very similar situation. And you got to have a little bit of patience with the WWE. Granted, you have an unforeseen injury of Daniel Bryan, a possible injury with Seth Rollins. There's just a lot of variables that are involved with all of this, and we all are great critics of a product, especially when we really have no control over it. And I, for one, am guilty of this, doing it many different times. But that's why I'm here on YouTube, to express my opinion, to voice my opinion, whether it be right or wrong. It's only an opinion. And right now, the world of professional wrestling is at a point, at a level far below of what it was at one time. And again, you can't really compare it anymore to the past, because those were different times, different eras. We have to really critique the product as it is at this present day. People are complaining about the runs of Randy Orton. People are complaining about the runs of John Super Cena. People are just complaining about the fact that these are the two guys that the WWE goes to when all else fails. And in my eyes and in my opinion, the WWE does that because look what it's done for them in the past. It has been a big draw. Maybe not as much as it used to be, because Cena and Orton are wearing out their welcome as far as being the top stars in the WWE. So the WWE is finally pushing, metal to the pedal and trying to create some of these younger guys as quickly as possible. And still, WWE fans just have a reason to, just not like the product. And still we hear the CM Punk chants in the fans, in the stands by the fans. And what does this tell you as well? For all those naysayers about CM Punk when he first left, they were happy he was gone, had a lot of bad things to say about him. Now all of a sudden, the tide has changed, and people are chanting his name. And why is that? Because CM Punk was truly a perfectionist in the WWE. He truly knew how to grab a hold of the fans, to grasp the fans, and to embrace them, whether he be heel or a babyface. CM Punk didn't know how to do that, and now he's no longer with the company. And what we have to understand is the fans have to really acknowledge the fact of these new stars coming up. A lot of people are complaining WWE pushing these new stars, so now they're pushing the new stars and people are still complaining. Well, Whether you like or hate John Cena, whether you like or hate Randy Orton, whether you like or hate Roman Reigns, the Batistas of the world, Seth Rollins, the Bray Wyatts, the Dean Ambroses, you know, this is the product that the WWE has. Yes, I agree that some of these other guys that are mid-card status, like the Zigglers and the Del Rios and the Sandows, the Cody Rhodes, and Sheamus as well, all could be pushed a little harder to be there at the top level status. But right now, the WWE is focusing on Ambrose, Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Bray Wyatt. Now, in order for these guys to get big, they need to have matches with the top level superstars. So if we have to live and see the Cenas and Ortons and the Kanes even defeat some of these younger stars on their path to the way to the top, then so be it, because this is how it's done. If you are a Roman Reigns and you beat a nobody and you keep on facing a nobody, where does that leave you? You're going to complain and say, well, he beat nobody big. So now they got him involved with big superstars. They got Seth Rollins involved in big superstars. Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt involved in big superstars. Chris Jericho is back. He's going to put over Bray Wyatt to help Bray Wyatt become bigger and more popular. So I think you need to take a step back and look at see what the WWE is doing and see what you're complaining about. Because if they do it one way, you complain. If they do it the other way, you complain. These younger stars need to go through the top, bigger stars. And yes, they should not beat the big stars right off the bat. They need to earn their way until they get to a match where finally they do overcome and defeat a John Cena, defeat a Randy Orton. This is how you get yourself big in the WWE. So have a little bit of patience. You know, I understand where everybody's coming from, but you also have to understand this is 2014. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. This is not the early 2000s. This is 2014, a new decade. Maybe not the best year for the WWE. Maybe not the best year, absolutely, for TNA, but they both are on similar paths. They both are fighting the same type of situation, and I think they both are going in the right direction in my eyes. Again, that is my opinion. My opinion does not mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's wrong. So I'm just giving the WWE and TNA both their chances. I will continue to watch. I will continue to critique their show because that's what I do. And again, things aren't going to happen overnight. And if they do, then you miss all that time from here to there, where there could have been a lot of good stuff going on with the WWE. Do you want a newcomer, Roman Reigns, over here, all of a sudden jump over here without seeing his progress in between? I wouldn't. I'd rather see the progress. I'd rather see the WWE build him up to become a great star and really become that face probably of the future, which I think Roman Reigns definitely has the possibility of becoming, and I think he probably will become. We've seen this all happen with Daniel Bryan, the injured Daniel Bryan, how he came in and he was really essentially a nobody, and he worked his way, and he finally got to the level where he's at. I mean, this is what it's all about, and this is what the WWE does best, is building a star when they keep on that track of building a star. In a lot of cases, though, I know they do put a stop to it, which I don't understand. They have their own reasons, which they don't really have to divulge to any of us, because we're just the fans. We're just the guys who pay the money to go see the wrestling shows. We're just the guys to pay for the network. We're just the guys to pay for the pay-per-view, so why would the WWE even care about what we think? You guys all know what I'm saying here. that was being very sarcastic. But this is how it is, this is how it's been, and this is probably how it always will be. This is the Iceman on this Tuesday. Peace out, everybody, and have yourself a great, great day.